with the three. And St. Joe's Prep comes up with the rebound. Jackson Gaffney. Better than a minute in, both teams come up empty on their first offensive possessions. And that one didn't draw any iron. I think it's going to go LaSalle's way. It's one that you would think would be blocked, but just off the hand of Jackson Gaffney a little sideways. Chris Williams has been really good this year, especially recently. Great with his back to the basket, and the second leading rebounder on this LaSalle team at 6'3". Here's Horace Simmons at the top of the key. Patience here from this LaSalle Explorer team. Tim Jennings comes to the jump stop, and they'll reset once again. Verano all the way to the dish and then gave it away. Here comes Jaden Vargas the other way. Horace Simmons with the big block.
With authority.
Averaging 3.5 blocks per game. Williams on the dive, threw that one through the hands of Jennings. Horace Simmons doing it on both ends, and LaSalle on the board first.
Right there, Bob. LaSalle really showcasing their great ability to get transition points where it matters. Big three from Horace Simmons.
And Horace Simmons coming off of his top offensive performance of the season, 28 points against Father Judge on Friday night. A performance we haven't seen since that first Newman Goretti game last year.
A deliberate pace for both teams offensively to this point. Almost 3 minutes into this first quarter, it's 3-0 LaSalle. Good finish in traffic. That's Jalen Harper at 6'3", averaging 7 points per game. Does a little bit of everything, guys. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. There's a three for Nick Verano.
Well, Verano on the year has been an excellent scorer for the Explorers. 13.4 averaged on the year. And you can see why he'll be taking his talents playing D1 basketball in Army next year.
Bully ball inside. And it's Gillowette off the glass with that left hand. Impressive footwork from the big man. And then Danny, also ability to finish with the offhand.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, in the front court, that's a really important move to put on show right there.
And Williams with a great cut off the ball. Two-man basketball. Verano and Williams. LaSalle leads 8-4. Halfway home here in the first quarter. A huge basketball game in the Philadelphia Catholic League. You can say that on repeat anytime St. Joe's Prep and LaSalle meet, but particularly here. That three brings rain. Jaden Vargas.
Bit of a lapse in judgment there on the defensive end of things. Let's see if we can clean that up the remainder of the game.
2 games separate these two teams in the standings. At St. Joe's Prep, 2-4 on the year in the Catholic League. Tim Jennings, an improving part of his game, hit an elbow jumper to start things against Father Judge. Does so here against St. Joe's Prep. And just something to make the opposing big, come out and guard Jennings. That's going to open up the offense, not just for Jennings, but for the rest of the team. Great passing, interior, and Gillowette puts it in. Nice assist from number 14, Jalen Harper. LaSalle in navy blue, St. Joe's Prep in the home white uniforms. Speedy Morris Court at Kelly Fieldhouse, the venue. Nick Verano, everything but the finish, and now potentially an opportunity in transition, but LaSalle back pretty well. A transition three, in and out. Great rebound, too strong on the finish. And a jump ball, the alternate possession will give it to St. Joe's Prep. Potentially not. Look at that.
St. Joe's Prep won the tip.
I'm just looking dead below me here. I'm looking down but dead below me, and it showed the possession arrow being to LaSalle, and there we go.
Well, Bob, Both of these offenses very, very up-tempo, and right now that is being put on display for us right here. Of course, a lot of ball movement between both these sides.
Sam Brown from the baseline. And Chris, I feel like, he's a pretty good shooter from anywhere on the court. He has some sort of rhythm and feel from the baseline. He's been great from that spot all year.
He does. You don't see him out in front of the basket much. It's mostly from the baseline. And then I think where he's most effective is his ability to post. I don't think there's very few people that can defend his strength and athleticism.
Well, and because you have to be so aware and ready for him getting to the basket off the bounce, that truly might be his best attribute. Now LaSalle mixes up the defense for the first time, a 2-3 zone. Prep shoots over the top and splash. First bucket of the game for Jaron McKee, 54% from beyond the three-point line this year. There's only 2 guys shooting above 40%. Again, that's a pretty good number for St. Joe's Prep. But nobody other than, as there's a steal by St. Joe's Prep coming the other way. Not a bad foul by Joe Shields in transition to stop the easy bucket from Jaden Vargas. But Jackson Gaffney shooting 41%, McKee 54%. There's not another shooter actually even above 25% from beyond the arc. So if you're running them off the three-point line and you're Mike McKee, tell your guys, Gaffney and McKee, those are the 2 that you have to be aware of from beyond the arc. Here's Olin Chamberlain, long lost, great nephew of the great Wilt Chamberlain. Williams, nice catch, extra pass, Sam Brown, and it's Williams in amongst the trees.
Gritty play there from Williams.
Ryan Swords just checked into the game to go along with Shields. Simmons for 3, that's well short. And that'll go out of bounds with 50 seconds to play in the first quarter. 12 apiece here. LaSalle took an early lead, led by as many as 4, St. Joe's Prep. They've been able to answer every time the deficit has gotten to that margin. Good old-fashioned Philadelphia Catholic League battle. LaSalle right back to the man-to-man. And a great dribble drive, McKee. Sam Brown now the other way, not a ton of numbers, and does the right thing with 22 seconds left. Not having those numbers, they're going to hold for the last shot if they can. Seven seconds on the clock for Sam Brown. Horace Simmons with 2. Simmons gets to the basket and lost the ball. That's the end of the first quarter.
Simmons certainly looking for the call there, but to no avail.
Through one quarter, LaSalle 12, St. Joseph's Prep 12. This portion of today's game brought to you by Jim McLaughlin, Carrie Guerin Boyle of the Carrie Guerin Boyle team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Fox and Roach Realtors. Our favorite realtors here at Bob Long Sports and wonderful advocates for everything LaSalle sports. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, reach out to Jim and Carrie, and they'd be happy to help you through the process. Make sure to tell them that Bob Long Sports sent you. And E&M Insurance in North Wales, run by Chris Marr, class of 1989. Very involved within the alumni board, in fact, former alumni board president. He can help you get the best rates, best service, of course, and also the best prices. Find them online at eandminsurance.com or find them on Facebook.
Getting back in, second quarter, the biggest thing for the Explorers right now is getting those high-quality looks from the perimeter to fall. I think once that happens, LaSalle finds themselves with a big lead here in the second quarter.
See if they can do that. St. Joe's Prep on the other side, trying to keep the offensive momentum going from the latter stage of that first quarter. Got a three-point shot to go, but more importantly, Danny did a great job moving the basketball, some off-ball cuts, created great looks inside for Tristan Gillette, who leads the team on the year with 12.5 points per game.
I agree. I think that St. Joe's really kind of found their footing there in the later stages of the first quarter there. Definitely the ball movement was picked up as we progressed.
I want to give a more formal welcome to Danny, who's class of 2024 here at LaSalle, aspiring journalist and doing a great job on our broadcast this year. So thank you so much for being here. What a pass from Sam Brown, and Nick Sperano, nothing but net.
You know, Danny had alluded to the Explorers trying to score from the perimeter. I think from the onset, two of the Explorers' strengths that they needed to exploit here is to push and post. They needed to push the ball up the court. The Prep would struggle with that, and to post. Sam Brown, Chris Williams, two guys that have been able to do it all year. This is a team that they can do it against.
Gillowette inside. Got his own rebound and finished it. LaSalle just checked in Caleb Bryant to the lineup, and a little bit exposed there on the high pick and roll. A slip from Gillowette. Great ball movement there from St. Joe's Prep, and off-ball movement by Gillowette. He earned that one.
Sal spreading the floor.
Bryant with the basketball. I thought he double dribbled. Surprised
I thought he walked, yeah.
And now here comes St. Joe's Prep the other way. Thought about the three. Gillowette. A deep three. That might have even been tipped. Kept in bounds, and LaSalle's going to come back the other way with it. Brown to the 10. Fouled there by Gillowette. Sam Brown will shoot two at the line where he has been so good this year. Another look. You're going to see Caleb Bryant do a good job. He does get set right at the last moment there. And then Gillowette really tough to go at Sam Brown. Makes a decent effort at it, but got him with the contact.
And, you know, sending Brown to the line, really one of the most efficient scorers here for the LaSalle team. He's been money from the line on the year.
And there was an example of them, the Explorers pushing it up the floor. The Explorers want to get St. Joe's Prep in transition basketball. Sam Brown, Chris Williams, people like that going to the basket, even Nick Sperano cutting through the lane into the basket. It's going to be harder for them to defend. St. Joe's, it's going to be harder for St. Joe's to defend that.
And you mentioned the efficiency from the line, Danny, the 78% foul shooter. 2 for 2. St. Joe's Prep, they tried to get play going quickly once again, but Chris Williams was safely at the scorer's table, ready to replace the shooter after the make from Brown. So now back to action. Gillowette.
Yeah.
It's a good stroke. It went off the back iron, but a really nice stroke from the big man.
It's tough. The Explorers were all under position underneath.
Joe Shields, good backside help defense.
LaSalle certainly making up for that missed rebound right there.
And a great steal. This is Jaden Vargas ahead of the pack. Solid finish.
Vargas right there with authority. Definitely great hustle play right there. Not only to draw the steal, but to get the tough little lay right there.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit of a opposite arm extend. Good no call, but again, just to be able to extend that left arm away from the would-be shot blocker, just exquisite finish by Vargas. Joe Shields for 3. Quietly shooting it above 40% on the year from beyond the arc on 20 attempts.
You know, Joe Shields coming into this team as a sophomore. He's been really efficient on the year, shooting and defending. Great talent for years to come.
5 minutes left in the second quarter. 2 6A teams duking it out. St. Joe's Prep, they really need this one at 2-4 in the Catholic League. LaSalle just 2 Catholic League losses on the year. The chasm might be too much to overcome for the Hawks if they can't get the win. Olin Chamberlain hits the 2. And back down to a 2-point lead for LaSalle. Full court pressure from St. Joseph's Prep, and that's at times where LaSalle has struggled a little bit, turning the ball over. They have a point guard by committee. Horace Simmons lost the basketball, tipped away there by Gillowette. Out of bounds to LaSalle. Talk about where they struggle a little bit, Chris, where they're very, very good. Baseline out of bounds and creating good looks.
Yeah, let's see if they can run that out of bounds play where either Sam Brown or Chris Williams is going to cut through the. There they go. Sam Brown cut through the lane. There we go.
Nick Sperano, no good.
Good look right there from the Explorers, though.
Yeah, that was a good look by Nick Sperano. That's a shot that he's going to make.
And a foul called. That's going to send number 14, Jalen Harper, to the line. And he gets the shooter's roll. Harper, 15 for 25 from the foul stripe this year. And he goes 1 of 2, halfway through this second quarter. LaSalle in navy blue, St. Joe's Prep in white. We're at Speedy Morris Court at Kelly Fieldhouse. Always one of our favorite places to go on the road. Each and every other year. Catholic League, it's a great way to do the scheduling. You play each team one time, you flip home and road each year. Great way to see all the wonderful venues across the Philadelphia Catholic League. And you can put these venues up with any league in the state with the character, the history of these places. Horace Simmons got his defender in the air. Everything but the finish.
LaSalle with the hustle play.
Tim Jennings, nice rebound.
Sam Brown glides to the hole and finished it. Over top of Gillowette.
Sam Brown's efficiency with the dribble drive is fantastic. 16.8 averaging on the year, the highest for the Explorers.
That's Olin Chamberlain, the freshman, couldn't hit the mid-range. Under 3 minutes to go. Skip pass for Chris Williams. Lightning quick on the dribble and an easy call for the referee. Should be in the act of shooting. We'll get another look. Again, you come to that jump stop there. One quick move, Rip with the basketball. No chance for Olin Chamberlain.
And Chris Williams is by far the Explorers' best free throw shooter, although they're not giving him one. They're saying he was on the ground. So we'll have another inbound play right under the basket.
Yeah, Mike McKee rightly not particularly happy with that call. Very clear that he was going into the shooting motion there.
I agree. Certainly a questionable call, to say the least.
Now St. Joe's Prep goes into the matchup zone. Gillowette coming up high to guard. There may be an opportunity on the baseline if LaSalle can get some off-ball movement. 2:30 to go, second quarter. Horace Simmons contested three. It's good.
Sam Brown with a beautiful kick out right there to Horace. Fantastic look and a fantastic finish there.
37% from deep on the year, but those statistics are skewed. It was a slower start for him. In the last 2 weeks, he has been on fire from beyond the arc. Jaron McKee, no. Rebound, and he was hit there by Tim Jennings. A good call by the referee right on the spot. He'll shoot 2 at the line. We think that one was in the act of shooting, certainly. No particular foul trouble. That was just LaSalle's third team foul. The first on Tim Jennings. St. Joe's Prep, only 2 fouls as a team. That's the type of free-flowing basketball you like to see.
Certainly.
Again, your broadcast team, Bob Long, Chris Carabello. Hasn't been on in a little while. I want to say Bishop McDevitt football back in August when LaSalle was out in Harrisburg. Might have been the last time.
And you're absolutely right.
And then Danny Rovey becoming a staple here on the broadcast, class of 2024.
That is correct.
There you go. Here at LaSalle, doing a wonderful job with the WEXP program. And doing a great job with us now at Bob Long Sports.
I appreciate it all, Bob. Thank you.
Nice catch there by Sam Brown. Extra pass inside, Shields. Calm finish in transition. And that's a way to get a team out of a three-quarters court pressure. Create an easy look like that on the other side.
Little risk reward. There were 2 passes that were awful close.
One thing that Coach McKee has preached all year is that cross-court ball movement. LaSalle really putting it on a show right there.
Olin Chamberlain, that was halfway down. Williams the other way. Nearly traveled with it. Sam Brown, extra pass. Joe Shields gets all the way to the 10. Back for Brown, his favorite spot, hit it. And it's a 9-point lead. That's the largest lead of the night for LaSalle thus far.
Big possession for the Explorers, chance to stretch it to double digits.
Timeout called by Jason Harrigan, the second-year head coach for St. Joe's Prep. A tough year last year for this team, but Harrigan, a wonderful coach. He's done great things. Del Valle Charter, most recently in the Catholic League at Cardinal O'Hara. And he's got some great freshman and sophomore talent here for this program.
Well, I agree. Really looking at this Prep team, a lot of young talent, so they should definitely have a lot of promise for years to come.
This portion of today's game brought to you by the Station Tap House, run by the Wade family, big advocates of everything LaSalle and LaSalle athletics. We appreciate them. Right at the end of the Doylestown Old R5 line, right in downtown Doylestown. Great spot to watch the big game. Great spot to get together with family and friends. We appreciate Joe. It's our favorite spot to go before, during, or after the game. Also want to tell you about Winning Search Solutions, run by Mike Winning, class of 1974 at LaSalle and a current Alumni Association board member. The company offers full-service property and casualty recruiting for all of your insurance hiring needs. Mike was with a carrier for 20 years prior to launching Winning Search Solutions in 2007, so he knows the industry well. If you're looking to fill any leadership, technical, or support positions, get in touch with Mike at 215-779-0883 or email him at mwinning@winningsearchsolutions.com. 1:14 to go. Second quarter action here on Bob Long Sports. And it's LaSalle with the largest lead of the evening, 30-21. And it's Chamberlain with the keys to the car, the freshman at 6 foot. Relative of Wilt Chamberlain. There's the dribble drive. McKee, what a finish.
Friendly roll there, to say the least, from McKee, but as they say, a bucket is a bucket. 2 points for Prep.
Yep, and you make your own luck by being aggressive to the basket. Finished with the offhand. That was the correct play coming from that side underneath the backboard. So tough to finish that with your right. An excellent player as a freshman. Nick Verano, oh my goodness, what a finish in traffic. He answers right back to Jaron McKee's dipsy-do finish. 11 seconds left. And Williams poked it away. Shields keeps it in bounds. What a play. Williams in transition. That one won't go in the tip. I think it was from Horace Simmons. That's the end of the half.
Wow, highlight play to end it there for the Explorers. Fantastic athletic play there from Shields to bring the ball back in. The Explorers with authority get the finish.
And there's your tip right on the right-hand side of your screen by Horace Simmons. Excellent play by the Explorers. And we head to half here at Kelly Fieldhouse. A great basketball game thus far.